hit the crime, ain't no 6'9". I might be shining like a diamond, but I'm not no lick. Where's your morals and principles you stand for? Went on a shopping spree for 20 grand in one store. You only get one time to live, why not ball on them? Free my doing life, just got a call from them. They label me a defendant, but I keep mine. I know they hating, look at the way they ain't big shine. You only get one time to live, why not ball on them? Free my doing life, just got a call from them. They label me a defendant, but I keep mine. I know they hating, look at the way they ain't big shine. You only get one mother forward, so you gotta respect them. When you're in the streets and jump out there, you gotta check them. Put a couple, sent my dog to fetch them. These hating and they miserable cause they in the same spot. They watch my Instagram and criticize, but want what I got. They made they pocket filled with lint and all my filled with big knots. I'm on my road to riches, wish you chasing paper. Jump in the hater, put that energy to grind. Look how my AP shine, look how my diamonds blind. You never see me crying, probably always see me trying. You know I ain't lying. You only get one time to live, why not ball on them? Free my doing life, just got a call from them. They label me a defendant, but I keep mine. I know they hating, look at the way they ain't big shine. You only get one time to live, why not ball on them? Free my doing life, just got a call from them. They label me a defendant, but I keep mine. I know they hating, look at the way they ain't big shine. I know they hating, look at the way they ain't big shine. I know they hating, look at the way they ain't big shine.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can they hear me? Okay, just want to make sure. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Truth is Real podcast, episode 4.
Is this
We made it to
episode?
4. We made it to 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
4.
Sure, we made it to 4. That's cool.
That's a good
cool.
number.
Kim, we made it to 4.
Yay. 4.
We made it to 4. Okay. All right, so we're going to get started this Sunday. What's this? February 6th, right?
Almost my birthday.
Almost your birthday.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a birthday. What sign is that? I don't even know.
What? It's Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
Aquarius.
That's
the best
probably the
sign.
reason why.
No. Come on now.
But
Don't
no,
be
that's
sorry,
good. You
sorry.
got a birthday. You and Angel have a birthday
Yep.
coming up.
Angel
Okay.
and I, we both have birthdays.
So I guess we'll have to do a special celebration on.
Aquarius style.
And actually, we're going to be doing a taping every other week now. And it's actually going to be 2-hour tapings.
Okay.
So we moved it from just doing 1-hour tapings every Sunday. So we
Dope,
give you guys
dope.
a break
Yay.
to enjoy your weekend. Have to worry
Get
about
that church
coming
service
in,
and sit with Angel
right.
on her church
Yeah, 'cause
service.
Angel definitely needs that every other Sunday off, so that works good for her. But we're going to get this started. But before we get this started on any topics, I wanted to bring up something that a few people on the panel went to this past weekend at a club called Upscale. It was interesting, you know. John, you were there.
It's in Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore.
By the way, you guys, Baltimore.
I feel really left out. That's not right. Lady T wasn't there.
Well, you're one of your best friends, Ashley T. Moore. Unfortunately, she's not here right now. She was one of the judges for this poll
Yeah.
contest,
I heard.
and it was interesting. You know,
Was it? To say
Yeah.
the least. I saw you guys live.
I mean,
Like, you were lit.
it was about what, a 50-foot pole? I don't know. I mean,
I have no
it
idea.
was pretty. It was pretty.
And it's 2 of
pretty
them,
tall.
and it's
Right.
like it's 2
It was 2?
floors.
Oh, yeah, I
it's
did
2
see that.
floors. So
nice
2
club.
poles.
Nice club.
Yeah.
Very nice
I
club.
thought it was called Hustlers Club, though.
Yeah, it's like Larry
I mean,
Flint
it's called.
Hustlers.
The original name is Hustlers Club. They're trying to rebrand it and call it Upscale.
Yeah.
So that- pull that
So is it
logo close to you.
Upscale, Larry Flint, or Hustler? Which one is it?
I mean, the name on it says Hustlers, but they're
Okay.
trying to rebrand it. I believe it's Upscale because Hustler was known for a different type of club.
I feel like this is free paid advertisement.
It is free
Reach
paid
out to us,
advertisement,
hustlers.
You know,
Nah, that
Hustler.
joint was lit, though.
but it was nice. I mean, it was
Okay.
different. We got to see some tricks.
Some tricks. There was
Oh, wait a minute. You can't say tricks. And what kind of tricks are you talking about?
acrobatic
Okay, because when you say
know?
tricks, you went to a hustler club, so tricks. Like,
Right.
okay,
So
okay.
it was definitely. I mean, at one point, I'm like, wow, when these girls fall, it's over with.
Did
That
anyone
was scary.
fall?
climbing to the top.
It was
No.
definitely scary.
No one fell.
But the whole goal was it was a contest, and the contest was that they were supposed to win $5,000.
Ooh, nice. Hustler Club got money. Right.
Someone
Yeah.
Dog
won.
girl from Florida. She
Someone
came all the
won,
way
but the
from
question
Florida.
is, did they really give her $5,000?
Right.
So that's one of my questions I want to ask real quick. If anybody's here, you know, do
Wait,
you really
hey.
think that they paid her $5,000?
I don't know.
Or you think it's a gimmick or a
I-
marketing scheme or some type of?
I mean, this would be an expertise type thing. Like, Angel's finally in the house. A big applause for Angel.
Okay, we can't get an applause for Angel because our producer is running around real quick. But
Right. Okay,
We'll
applause for
applause for
Angel.
Angel.
We're gonna
Angel makes them
we'll
making
edit
them
that
run
in.
around.
You know, Angel, you think they got paid if the contest? Did you?
Do you think they actually paid her the $5,000?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
right.
What do you think?
Let's get you close to a mic. To a mic.
Right.
Right.
Why
So-
would they be
15 or
advertising
2,000.
So I
five?
was saying that
right.
with
That's
someone
the problem.
yesterday.
So
I was
how does it
saying
work?
they probably gave her half. Most
That's what I'm saying. Angel knows.
But that's the problem with the entertainment
Right.
lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
Is that it's a lot of lies and manipulation, stuff like
Right.
that goes on, like tip in, tip out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because what I saw was that they ended up, instead of giving her the money, they were just throwing the ones, and they were like, "Trust, this is 5,000." Throwing the ones like, "Believe us, this is 5,000. This is what 5,000 looks like on the floor."
Okay,
so
got
you know,
it.
so at the end of the night, when she's collecting all this money, it's also like money that she got from the night, and then who,
Oh, that's kind of
you know.
ranky.
So
Well,
yeah,
you know,
don't really know how much really got thrown
Why
on you.
even give her $5,000? I mean, you could have did 1,000. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they probably did give her
mean,
1,000.
I don't think, you know.
Oh,
I-
the advertisement.
I was like,
of the
advertisement for-
5,000.
yeah,
advertisement.
okay.
I mean, that's why I'm thinking it was just like you could pay for an artist or something like that. And, you know, if you're just trying to generate buzz for a club.
Who
and
won?
Generate money. It
Were
was
they-
and the girl wasn't even from out here, so that's
Yeah.
why it's more.
Oh,
of a,
no.
It was more of a gimmick. I think she was from Florida, right?
She
Florida.
probably knew she was. She probably got paid that 5,000
they
from
brought
that.
her out here.
room
so
and board.
It's kind of like you brought her out here.
That was
Set her
25.
up.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
you think happened.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't bring everybody else out here. You brought her out here.
See, I didn't put that together. What I put together was DC strippers don't really know pole tricks like down south strippers.
But they brought her. I mean, either around it, she wasn't the best dancer down south.
Nah,
I didn't ever see.
But the
her
fact that
before,
she was
never
down
heard
south
of
and
her.
probably branded already, you know, maybe had a good following. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I never
Well,
heard of
Angel,
her
what did you
before.
say? What you said? The tricks they don't do good.
It's a couple of girls from DMV that know how to do great tricks, but
You think they
just
just as good
as
as?
you know.
And we're
they're
speaking of
definitely,
pole dancing,
athletic.
guys.
Right.
Yeah. But you know, they're more like DC. We don't have to pick our money up off the floor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, you are bougie.
So,
Oh yeah, you have
clubs.
security. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot. You have security when you're with you. The security does it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying they have to work harder
They have to
down
work
south,
harder.
so
Yeah,
they able to climb up that pole a little bit faster.
Collect the coins. Right?
And but also too, I
Where's the
feel
dun, dun, dun,
I feel like
dun?
there's better pole beasts in the DMV than who showed up.
I mean,
too,
because they knew
so-
it was rigged. That's why they weren't
Yeah.
wasting their time.
Yeah.
They weren't wasting their time.
Yeah.
They
So you
weren't.
think you think they have more common sense, the dancers here in DC?
They definitely have more common sense than DC. They definitely got more common
Look,
sense.
don't meet me outside, y'all. I'm just
They've done those
asking
contests
questions.
plenty of times.
I'm only
I
the
mean,
messenger.
There's a few clubs in DC who've done those type of contests, but
Yeah.
it's not the first rodeo. You know
I
what
re- which clubs?
I mean, it's a few
You-
of them. I mean, it's not that many. You know. You say a
many
few,
of
that's
them.
like what?
Yeah.
Almost all?
We don't
So,
have that many clubs here.
but no, I just wanted to touch on that. It was just interesting because I just was talking to somebody on the way home that night, and I was like, I don't believe they paid her $5,000.
I mean, you're talking about that. I saw those
If
pictures.
they did, they would have posted.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But
I think it was more so for promo though.
But see,
Definitely
it
for
definitely
promo.
was for promo.
Oh,
The 5,000
speaking-
figure was for,
It was for
cash a year.
Definitely.
right? That's all I was just trying to
well,
say.
it
It's a
worked.
marketing scheme.
Well, it worked because I saw because I wasn't there, and I saw Instagram, and I was telling a friend like, "Yo, they were lit. It was like 2 inches of dollars on the floor, you know." So I thought it was super lit. So I guess the promo worked.
I mean,
You
I
know
guess-
what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but speaking of promo, another thing that I noticed that I did not really like was that it was like a whole concert while I'm watching. Yeah, local concert. When I came to see girls shake their ass,
It was a
girl,
performance.
it was a
like little rap group.
performance.
Every set was a
Every
performance.
set was a performance.
Okay, but that's like the Pussycat thingy, right? What's that? The show. That show that they
No,
have.
I did not
That's
pay
a
to see
production.
men on the stage.
Yeah, that's a production that you're going to because that's how it's supposed to be.
How
Okay.
they made it to be.
Valley
This
down
is
in
pole
was
dancer contest. It didn't say pole dancer mixed with live performance from your local
I mean,
trap
yeah.
artist.
Give
Hold on,
respect.
your mic's not on.
Get respect. Be more.
Too.
They different.
But if it was regular DJ music, would it make a difference? Like,
It
was the
definitely
girls
would have made
dancing?
a difference. Well, the
definitely
thing
makes a
is, you know
difference.
regular DJ music,
That's the
so
thing
you're
I'm saying,
partying
though.
to it.
But you guys,
You're
as an
enjoying-
artist, you gotta support.
Yes, but we,
Yeah,
but you,
yeah.
If the music was good, and the
all
girls
night
was
long,
dancing,
it was no DJ basically playing no music.
At
it
all.
was.
It
I
was
don't think that was.
different.
I don't think that was it. Though.
And it wasn't just the music; it was the fact they're blocking
They was on the
everything on
stage.
stage.
Yeah, blocking the whole
Oh yeah,
stage.
that's different. That's
It
different.
was on the
And what we
stage.
were saying is, if you come in and pay $1,000 for a table to be at a
Okay, I get you. I
strip
get you.
club, that's what you're paying to be at. You know what I mean? I understand local artists need to get on, but then promote it as that. So when I come there, I know this is what I'm coming to. If I'm paying $2,000 for a table at this
You send a
luxury
local artist.
upscale
Yeah.
club,
Which is cool.
and all night I see is 5 artists I'm talking, at one time, all on stage.
Is that why the dancers were dancing like
Was
that?
they
were
throwing
dancing
money?
Pretty.
No, they weren't
Fast.
throwing
See,
money.
that make it worse. Yeah, at least they got at least be
Didn't know
throwing
song.
money.
And
Yeah.
then, they were blending in the songs, with the new songs, because they were like remixing
Angel said they didn't know the
stuff
songs.
Like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking the fact that artists wanted to perform. I get it. If you're an artist, yes, why would you not want to perform? I'm not knocking the artists. The promoters, I feel like you're branding the party the wrong way. So now I wouldn't come back to that party and buy no table. That's all I'm saying. You got me the first time, cool, but you're not getting me the second
I
time.
mean, does everyone? I don't.
You gonna go back to that.
No,
That
what
was
I said,
kinda
I said
harsh.
I would not buy a table.
That's not
there.
what I
I was
signed
like,
up
the
for.
joint look nice, and I
Okay,
only got to
Kim
see
said
it
that's
for
not what
free.
she signed up
I would
for.
go back not for that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go
I
back
didn't-
for artists to be all on the stage. I would go
Yeah.
back to the club. It wasn't that.
Right, I get you.
But if that night is supposed to be that night, you won't see me on that night.
But I feel like it's tip
Is
for
that
tat.
Wednesday night local
You go to
artists?
you go to regular clubs with DJs that just butt like.
I mean, I wouldn't go
Maybe-
back there either. I mean,
But you
I mean,
would
but
though
you
because
kinda-
next
you
week
kind of
it might
know-
not be that.
No,
you
but
with
you
me?
kind
Like,
of know what
but if the
DJs
DJ's
are on
always gonna
that
be there
night.
Doing that, you're gonna probably prefer to go to another party. That's all.
Yeah.
Like, you know when it's
No.
hip hop night, you know when it's Latin night. You don't go to Darn on Tuesdays because it's, or whenever because it's Latin night. You kind of know what DJs and what kind of music is going to be playing. So that's why you go to the venues that you go to.
And sometimes it's not about the DJ. It's just a lit ass party.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I don't really go for no DJ. I'll be honest with you. I
Right.
never go to no.
I
club
go for
like,
DJs. I ain't gonna
honestly,
fake.
I don't.
I
If the
just
party's
know.
lit, the party's
I
lit.
do. I go
If
to
you go to
DJs.
Rose Bar, I don't know anybody say, "Oh, DJ so and so's DJing at Rose
I
Bar."
do.
they always got a lit DJ.
If I
No,
know it's
because
a
Rose
lit
Bar's
DJ,
lit.
I'm
Yeah,
there.
Rose Bar's
Rose
lit. That's the
Bar's
reason why.
lit.
Rose Bar is lit itself though, but it's for a reason though. It's
No.
not because they got
I
a
mean,
bump.
that's
It's
like
not
I-
branded.
because everything they do is at a high quality from their DJ to their
People
promoters to
follow
their
DJ
bottle
Don't
Chris
even
girls.
put
Silver.
DJ's
They go
name
to
on the
follow.
stuff no
They
more.
they go to follow.
Yeah, really
Chris
don't.
Silver.
Not for Rose Bar.
Name on the stuff
Yeah.
no more.
It's
They
any
stopped
DJ.
doing
It's
that. They stopped putting
disrespectful.
DJs' names on it no more. They
It's
don't even promote DJs
disrespectful.
no more because clubs do not want the club to be based off the DJ.
Yeah, they want
You don't want to build a business off one person. That's crazy. You want Rose Bar to be Rose Bar.
But it's that.
No, that's why bars
but they
are
used to
failing.
do that though.
It's
Because
not.
Joe Ice and all
You're
them
right,
used
they
to.
used to do
I don't
it.
So
agree
once
with
you
that
get your
at all.
brand to a certain type of level, you can really do what you want to do.
what they
But it's not
did.
like they didn't do
We
it
need to
before.
bring the
Look,
DJs
the same
back
way they
then.
did with the promoters.
Yeah.
100% though, and them promoters been there forever too though.
And some of them aren't there. You know, I'm just saying in general things happen. You know what I'm saying? Companies.
That's
have
the
to
problem. They
utilize-
need to start letting the DJs have their followers as well. They need to bring that type of
I
energy
mean, it's
back.
not that they need it. DJs got to do it themselves.
Yeah, the
You
DJs
can't-
do
you
that
can't-
themselves.
the clubs
If you're
worry
going to be
about their
working,
dollars.
if you're going to be
You
working
can't
that
have the
night, then
club-
you promote that night.
You can't ask the
Simple.
club to lose money just to help you out. No, this is a business. I don't need you no more.
How come DJs aren't
I don't
hosting
need you
anymore?
no more.
That stopped with Biz Markie. You know,
What you mean by hosting though? Like on the
That's
mic?
like a long time ago.
I still know DJs that do that though.
Right, they
Say
still
do it, Joe Ice
Yeah,
do
they
it.
do.
Schemes
I mean,
do it.
we're really
Yeah.
Biz Markie did it for years.
Even the
you know,
the
like,
Farrah,
They
you know.
still do it.
You know
They
what I'm
still
talking
do
about?
it. But I'm just saying clubs are not doing that promotional model anymore where they're using the DJ to bring people to the club.
they should.
They want the club to bring people to
They
the club.
should.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or-
They use women to bring to the club though.
Yeah.
but how
Once you get to the
That's
You
point,
need women, but then they let all the
You need
That's the
women,
party.
of course. If you don't have
Like on the
women,
flyers and
you
stuff
should have a
like
bunch
that.
of
If I was
people
a-
sitting there
they
with
probably
If I own a
buying
club,
bottles, they just
all
ain't
of
throwing
y'all
the
gotta
money, so
pay.
they broke.
Or it's gonna be some certain days.
No.
Hold on,
Angel, don't
hold
speak on
I
that.
got a question. Go ahead.
for
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, as a off of perspective, they not broke because they probably buying bottles. They just ain't throwing money, so it's a view that they broke to y'all. But
No, the regular club. I'm not talking about the strip club. First of all, you shouldn't come in a strip club if you're not spending no money.
why not though?
Let's talk about that. That's a good topic right there.
I'm about to say I want to switch subjects real quick, but that's a beautiful topic because I always be wanting to know.
Even
that.
if they pay the admission.
Hold on.
Even if I bought a table.
Let her explain what she's saying, and then we'll give you guys
I mean,
time. To
that's
rebuttal.
how we look. I mean, that's how
But I'm
they look
saying,
at you.
give a good reason to why you feel like I shouldn't. I can't come to the strip club if I ain't throwing no money. I'll be wanting to know that.
At least,
That's
at
like
least do
going
it
to
one
the
time.
bar and not getting
Don't
a
just keep
drink.
coming back.
Some people don't drink. It's the ambiance. Some people will go to the bar and not
I believe
drink.
that.
You
That's
don't
a
need to be
regular
in there
club.
then.
That's like getting 10 drinks and not giving a bartender nothing.
Nah,
Like,
you still- What? Look at all the men's faces away.
like nah.
Recent time.
So okay,
just
so
go
make
to the
sure you got
restaurant and
$10 to
go
throw at the
back.
girl in front of the bar. Then
$10
That's easy.
an hour.
You can
So
go
every
to
time you go to the
go
gas
back out.
station, you get gas.
what happened now?
Every time you go to the gas station, do you get gas?
Hell yeah.
I'm
You don't. No, you don't. Don't lie like that.
I
You
didn't.
go,
I
you
don't
run it, so you don't
smoke
make
or nothing.
nobody
I
never
do,
took a
like,
pit stop at the
Royal
gas
Farms or
station.
something. No, I get
Right,
Oh,
I
they
don't-
Chavez.
I don't smoke.
And
Yeah.
if a dude try to talk to me at the gas station, are you?
Nah,
paying for
I
my
was
gas?
just, we ain't talking about dudes
I think
talking
you need my
to you.
number.
And then you go to the
Hard.
gas station and not get gas sometimes.
We don't like that one,
No,
Trump.
I get gas.
But is this question? All right, is this
Yeah,
based off?
I don't
of-
smoke or anything, so if I go to
Yeah,
the
so I
gas
get
station,
gas.
it's
I
for
don't smoke,
gas.
right?
I
Is that
don't
question
know.
based off
I mean-
men and women? Hold on, based off men or women going to the strip club?
Shoot,
I just
most
wanna
of the
know.
time, the women come, they spending money.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
the
just
women
saying. But
always spending
are you
money. Or
saying
bringing
would
somebody
that be
spending
for
money.
both situations? Just in general, are you saying just men? Or I just want to know, or if women? Because a lot of times women do come to the strip club. A lot of times they do.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, sometimes it's half and half. So they are taking up space too. So I'm just wondering,
Yeah, they
do you feel that way about a woman coming?
They
to
coming
the
in there
strip
to
club?
stalk because the girl messed with their nigga.
Or the girl mess with another girl.
They come
Great point. Great
I think on
point.
the way to the upscale, was it? It's a girl and another girl arguing and fighting outside.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they coming in there to
Outside the
Yeah,
club.
they were arguing.
Walk home.
She was like, then walk home.
She's like, you gonna leave me outside by myself?
Yeah, right.
But that's
Sad.
so. At the end of the day, is it all women? Even if you don't dance, do y'all feel like if a man is in the strip club, he should be tipping?
His intentions,
So
his
yeah, strip
intentions
club
need
was
to be
dumb on the way.
at least
Yeah.
his
Don't look at me all
intentions.
crazy.
So what's the minimum
little
amount?
bit.
That's what I want to know.
So I can come in and throw 20 and I'm straight for the night,
At
right?
least spend $100. No, at least spend $100.
Just spend
Let me ask another question.
You
on
come
top
for
of that.
wings, do
At least
100
spend
a pop.
$100.
me-
Is it really that hard?
25.
Is it really? Wait, hold on. Is it really that hard to get a drink and grab 100 ones?
That's easy.
It's
I'm
not
gonna
about
actually
it
have to
being
drink on this.
hard though. It's not about it like
But
it's
that's
not,
the point of walking into the strip club.
But
Like,
no,
then
see,
why
y'all
come
gotta
in here?
understand
So you
something.
guys want to sit here and listen to? You want us to listen to you for free?
You don't have to do
Listen
nothing.
to your
You can
problem.
walk away though.
What? Because you sit here and tell everybody
It's
your
the- it's
business
the person's
in the
choice,
strip
though.
club.
That's what I'm saying. If I come in here, I'm like I'm basically
Like, what?
and I hate to say it like this, but I'm like the boss.
What?
I pay your hourly
think
fee
you're
right
So
now.
you better have it cost to be the boss, baby.
It really does.
So how many ones?
So
is you
basically,
throwing?
everyone just got to just keep it moving.
So them
That's
chicken
saying-
wings boss gonna
That's
cost you
it.
about
Keep it-
100.
keep
The
it
owner
moving.
didn't make it a mandate though,
you
so
just
like
keep it moving.
No, the owner wants you to pay that.
Women, dancers are
girls will
aggressive.
sit
that's all he
there.
cares
Some
about. He
girls
don't
will
care
sit
about
there.
You the
for
ones-
females.
One at a time.
My bad, you right. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, but that's all he cares about. The owner does not make it a mandate for you to have to spend your money on the females. They want they cover for you coming inside their club, and
That's all they care.
Exactly. And
So go ahead. Go ahead.
and I feel like he said, if that was part of the rules, then I would hit at the door. You got to tip when you get. But
Facts.
that's hitting over there. If you a dancer and this is really your job and your career, you gotta make a guy want to spend money
They
with
gonna
me.
have-
It's not a
You have to talk.
obligation. Like when y'all approach him and make it a man feel like it's an obligation. Now when you supposed to do your job, caress for what's the word I'm looking for? Seduce.
Finesse.
You mean
Seduce him, yeah.
No, you
like
mean finesse.
do your
Make him want to.
Do your
Caress.
job. Don't just walk in here and think that nigga. Oh, I see a nigga. He right here. He better have 100 for me. Like,
that's always how I felt
Let
though.
me ask a question.
and I feel like
though.
these
DC just
dancers
not
are
a
lazy.
strip club.
It's not anymore.
It's
But let me
not.
ask you
You
a
gotta go down south.
question.
Yeah, you got to.
Do you think that should be something that you guys should talk to the club about? I mean, because some back in the days, the clubs used to be, if you're not tipping, you got to go.
Yeah,
Right.
they did.
They used to
I don't
be
know
like
what's
that.
going
If
on
you're not
now.
tipping, you got to go.
It's
They
an
used to do
unspoken
that.
rule.
They used to do that. If you weren't tipping,
It's
you
an
ain't by the
unspoken rule.
stage. You ain't sitting
Yeah,
there
definitely not by the
and
stage. You
definitely
couldn't be
out of
standing
there.
by the stage.
And that's how
But
it
see,
was.
it's different in other places. Like Baltimore is different
No, I'm talking-
strategy.
As
Probably before
How's
you was
Baltimore?
a little bit further back. They don't do that no more. Before, I'm just telling you, you could not be in the strip club if you weren't
Yeah.
tipping. They were like, you got
Perfect.
the security even look at you. You ain't took $1 or 10 minutes. You got to go. So the clubs back then, they enforced that. The issue now, clubs aren't making that much money anymore.
Yeah.
Girls are making a lot of money. Well, I don't know if they are now, but they're making money. So clubs are like, hold on, we are making all this money. We paying all these expenses. Tip out, now you're going to pay. We want the money to get into the club.
Right,
We want
right.
the bottles. You know what I'm saying?
sound like you're
So,
speaking on
question,
experience.
question,
Excuse me,
question.
guys. So you guys would rather go to the regular club instead of the strip club? Spend $100. You probably bag the bitch that night.
Ye-
Whatever you
I'd
gotta
rather go
do.
to a
I'd rather go to a regular
Then you go
club
to the regular
because
club because y'all want free. I mean, I don't want to call these.
free what?
Y'all want
Free
to
what
get them
though?
the
Free
little
what?
freebies drunk out of their
The
mind,
freebies drunk.
and they go home
You
with
can
y'all for
find
nothing.
freebies in the stadium. Or
Yeah,
any
or I could
other club
just
too.
offer
That's
you.
why
I
we.
could
That's
just
why
offer
they
you
come
everything
there.
I was going to throw.
They want money.
But
That's a
Angel,
fact.
just to be honest with you, I mean, you can go to any club and it could be a dancer. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't have to
Yeah,
be
but
a
the
regular-
dancer is getting money, and
No,
she
but
knows
it
that you
doesn't
spend money
always-
one day.
but
So she probably thinking
Every
in her
girl
head,
ain't tripping
Every
off
girl
of that.
is
Young.
not
I mean,
the
some
same.
girls got money that
I
not worried about
guarantee you,
that.
Yes, I mean, some girls looking
Some
for different
girls
things.
really
Some girls
actually
agree.
like dudes just
Ain't no way I'm about to get drunk.
Because
just
they like the
because they
dude.
have dicks.
Thank you.
or just want attention. Or just want to be out.
They're
breakup.
desperate for a
Always
little bit
about
of
the
That's the
money.
same thing in the
attention.
strip club. Same
really-
niggas coming
I
in with
have
their
no comment.
marriage
That's why I was
problems.
trying to go. Like
girlfriend
regular. That's what I was about to say. If you're a regular, do I gotta do
business
this every? If I'm
On
in
a-
3 days
on
out
a
of the week,
dope-
do I gotta do it every
on
day?
the corner.
Dope boy
Then had some
problems.
shit got robbed. They back in the
I
strip
mean,
club.
another thing is that sometimes you walk in these clubs and it ain't even no girl that you want to tip.
Really?
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
True.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
Funny
the
that you want
truth.
to
Give me some money.
The last strip club I
That's
was
the
to.
truth. Give you-
Give me that money.
Or just stand there beside you.
You know, I
Stop popping your
didn't.
boy. I didn't ask for this.
I didn't ask for this.
What's this over here?
So the last strip
deal
club
with
I
that.
went to, that's funny because I pulled out 100 ones just to tip at least, and I had a stack of ones, and I never really, I had no one I wanted to tip.
But
The food
it's a
was
lot
better
of-
than anything.
Some girls be sitting around and looking like,
It's
come
a
on
lot
with
of
me
dudes that do
and
that,
give me
though.
some money.
And then when they dance, they don't
I
do nothing. They
wanted to
just be
give
like,
money, but it was no one.
Some people get some people get the ones that don't even spend it.
There was no one to give money to.
Smoking hookah. Smoking hookah.
Yeah.
drinking my bottle.
I've literally gone up to
Tell them,
girls
there
and like,
you
here you
go.
go. Like, because they're not doing anything. Like, here you go. Go get your
They
baby
don't.
something.
They spoiled.
I'm like, what
You
did you
think that's
do?
what it is?
You sat next to me,
like, they don't
smoked
care
hookah,
about
Drunk
that.
my bottle, smoke my weed, and you
So
still want some
Angel
money.
said that the dancers are spoiled.
Yeah, they are.
The
Like,
ones
I
in
still
DC?
have, I still have customers
I didn't
that
give you a
I don't
bill.
have to do shit until
Wait,
they
wait, wait.
ready to. They go get their little bread.
Gentlemen, can
Sit
we?
there, they know of you. You ain't give the pussy up yet, and they still trying.
Yeah.
Them girls out here don't be doing
You think it's like that just in DC or in down south as
DC,
well?
I don't
Nah, I
think they
live-
got niggas with bread no more. Honestly,
Yeah, we got bread. We just ain't stupid.
y'all stingy. These niggas
We
stingy.
just not good for that shit no more. That
it's a
stuff no
lie.
more.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
Do it. I mean, certain
What's the
ones
lie?
gonna do it.
What's the lie?
There's nothing wrong
This
with it.
everybody got bread.
I'm known for I do it, but I don't do it no
We
more.
can't
For
say
what?
because you don't.
You
tip
don't have
a
to
lot
go
of
to the
money.
strip club every weekend. We're not saying
I
that.
did it. Stay.
I'm
You
saying
got
when
to
you
walk
go
around
that
stadium
one
and
day,
pee.
are you gonna
For real.
sit there and look like a statue and not tip?
I get what you're saying. I understand. Don't be wrong. I understand what you're saying. I wouldn't want to see all these people in the club and stand there staring. I do understand. I do feel like if you're coming on a regular basis, why not?
Yeah,
tip?
that's the regular.
I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But I also think that
I got friends that
clubs aren't
man.
the same no more.
You said I got friends
And they're
there.
not.
You know, these clubs don't really motivate you. They don't motivate you like that. It's like it's not the
They don't have
same
no
anymore.
bringing no
Like you walk
No
up to them,
motivation,
every
Vedo.
girl
They're not
sitting
doing
down, they just
No motivation.
Bad
Bored.
attitude.
Yeah.
Not
I'm
even
bored
smiling.
now.
They feel
I
like
gotta make
Oh, I'm
it
supposed to
like-
give you
They make
$5
it
a
You
month.
don't have to do that.
You gotta fix your face first.
Wait.
you know?
I
You go
want to
to
hear
Atlanta,
this.
Hold on, you go to Atlanta, it's not
And
like
I lived out
that.
there 4
You
years.
walk in that jump, boom, 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 boom,
That
boom,
Southern
it don't pop
hospitality
in.
is
Because the
real.
niggas is spending money.
This
But
is
why are they
true.
spending money? Somebody's doing something.
I mean,
Women are
somebody gotta
great. The
set
summer
example.
hospitality is real.
Get money.
Hospitality is real.
I was out there for 4 years, man.
Attitude is not all there.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Let's be real though. These girls out here.
I love my city.
Man.
I love my city.
they owe you
man.
something.
Nah, you right.
No, but
No,
me
that is
personally,
definitely true.
okay.
They stuck up.
When I first started, I'm the
bad
type.
at me.
Because I ain't give you what you think I was supposed to give you.
Because I looked at you. You looked at me.
That's
Like,
true.
why look at you?
But I never
What about
been.
this
I've always
They
been the
mugging.
type that, like you said, have a conversation. That's how I would know who had the bread. Like
Well, have the
you would have never
conversation.
known.
But have you ever had one walk up and be mad at your bottles?
Oh no,
Like
that's
you
crazy.
drinking that? Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't do
this is
that.
what I wanted.
Yeah, it's hard out here for a pimp. Okay.
Yeah.
So get your
Hard out
own
here for a
damn
pimp.
drink. Stripper.
Yeah, it's an interesting topic, Doug. A lot of I've heard that before.
But that's the
And,
clubs.
Right.
They need to get
Promote.
Yeah,
do
that's
something about
the
it.
girls.
Maybe
that
add on
they
18%
can't-
gratuity to the girls.
You know why though? The girls act like that because they paying a $200 tipping.
That tip out.
And that's
Yeah.
true
Between
too,
the
though.
club, too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot of issues
Between the
between no communication and no loyalty, no respect for each other. Just a bunch of shit.
And I feel like that's what you promote,
And
like
then-
promoters.
Right.
Bring your people out, like. And I know something to do,
Bring your
but
ballers
yeah,
out.
bring your
Bring the
ballers
dudes
out,
out.
yeah.
Spend
So
that
you ain't
money.
even gotta worry about
Send
that.
it up to the house
regular
moms or
dude, that regular
something.
dude not gonna change
And
the
don't
club
even
no
know
matter
you.
what Anyway, 10 of the
You
regular
don't
dudes ain't
care.
gonna change the club.
They just looking for their money.
Yeah, 10 dudes with $100 ain't going. 30 girls ain't gonna do that for those girls in there. Y'all need the dudes that come in and gonna really spend that bag. At the end of the day, it ain't but how many you can probably count on your hand in the
Problem
city.
is they need to stop fucking them.
But that's not every day though.
What
Ding, ding, ding.
The dude with the bag not gonna come out.
No, they need to stop.
Because that every girl does private parties. Why you don't go to the club when everybody's coming to
Oh,
your
I
house
don't know
and
about the
hotels?
private parties.
Oh, you never heard of them?
I mean, yeah,
Okay, I
but
didn't
you
say
gotta
you
spend
do them.
over.
I said, but you
You gotta
do
spend
know
some.
about them.
That pay spot gotta
Okay,
be.
they'll pay that. They pay that.
It's definitely guys out there to pay that.
What you
Nah,
talking
but they
about?
want touchy feely. Nobody wants.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the point of that's the point of private.
Why? You act like we don't. We're men. We know why.
And
people
some
have
women that come,
private parties.
and then they come to the party and act like they don't understand that part.
Just come to the club.
Don't be
man.
booking no private party. You have morals. Like strippers that have morals. Like it's certain shit
Damn,
you
now we
just
talking
don't
about
do.
strippers and
Like
morals.
stay in the
We
club.
all know what goes on in private parties.
We all know.
Been there. I don't know why everybody acts like we're not men
And like
that
you say, back
grew
in
up this
the
world.
back in the
We
day,
know.
you didn't even have to leave the club
Nah.
to go to the.
Private party.
'Cause I remember
Y'all
Bazza
dipping me
Cruise,
some, 'cause I
Back
Bazza
of
Cruise,
the club.
Bazza Cruise and Forestville.
Right.
I don't know about
They ain't dropping them.
What'd you say?
Wow, that was my first strip club.
Hey, what
That's just
happened?
one.
Is
Those
that
are
still
rinky-dink
is that club still
clubs.
open?
That joint been closed. Yeah, that's
What club is this?
Oh, that
What is
that
it?
over there, over there in
That's a
CFU, all
In
that.
Forceville?
Yeah, but Bazza Cruise, they had curtains.
What exit? What
I feel like I
no,
remember that club.
I don't know what exit that was.
90s.
Yeah, I think I remember that club. It was like a little hole in the wall.
Strip
There's a
club
membership
city.
club.
It was in a shopping center.
Not a
Down south they
membership
have
club.
all the
Club.
celebrities.
Not a
it was
membership
You know you got a
club.
membership in the club, you know what time
Yeah,
it
because
is.
you had to knew you was coming to. 'Cause it was dangerous
Where
too
your
at the same
membership
time.
at? What's the code to get in this club?
DMV
really
just
did
not
have that,
strip
too.
club.
They definitely has. I'm not lying. They have
You
a
think
membership
because it's
backwards.
gentrification, like everything in DC
Everything's
is changing?
Yeah.
Free to get them for
Hell
free.
yes, DC has changed. DC used to be Chocolate City.
I might
It's
say
not
Chocolate City. It ain't
Not
dropping
that
Chocolate
no
City
It's not.
money
Even
no more.
DC is not a
Dollars.
strip club city no more.
Yeah.
It's not.
Cracker City.
Unfortunately,
Sorry, let me
it's
stop.
not.
This is so sad. This makes me sad.
Yeah,
Where's the
it's-
sad music, Trump?
Let's go to the sad music. Then we're gonna go to a song from. Actually, from your brother.
Yeah.
You gonna do the song? We're gonna let Angel do the song. This is a song for her brother. He didn't even come today. I wanted him to come because we were gonna play the song
Hey.
though. But go ahead and do the introduction to the song, and then we're gonna keep it.
This is Mikey B, my little bro. He's lit, and soon he's gonna be popping. So don't be trying to come for us when he get lit, baby. But anyway, here it goes.
Yeah.
Flood out. NBA. Yeah. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. Look. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. Best believe it's up. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. Look, best believe it's stuck. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. Nigga, best believe it's stuck. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. Nigga, best believe it's up. If it's up there, then it's stuck. I'ma up it, don't get crushed. This ain't no bluff, you smoking huff. If you think you can't get touched, put some money on your head, not literally, so don't look up. For how much is all they wanna know, send info, then hang up. I almost thought of giving up, but God had woke me up. The perk, I threw it up. Can't fuck with that shit no more. I told my girl I'm done. I stamped it on my daughters. What the fuck, I look like dying young. God ain't bring me this fit for my ops to score a hole in one. Yeah, I'm the chosen one. They say I'm next up like I leveled up, but this down and this double cup got me keep pouring up. Limo tense when I'm pulling up. Got 'em like, who that in this truck? Might be flat out, I'm her crush. On a Monday waking up, and I slid inside her DM. I was up late trying to fuck. Shucks. Now my bitch keep calling, I picked up like, yeah, what's up? Niggas, you dumb or plain on stupid. I'm like, what? What you mean? She got me gut, but I had to think about it some. Look boo straight up, they keep it a buck. I was looking for some fun, and she was down, you know these sluts. I'm trying to score a hole in one. It's like, nah, you the only one. She lying if she said we fuck, because she get most of my time back to the money once we're done. Nigga, get it how you live, yeah, my OG had told me once. So I took that and just ran with it, and won't stop till I won. Caught a buzz along the way, fly like a bee. Now don't get suns all in my lungs. My cough expensive, I can taste it on my tongue. Personally, I know the plug is my aunt, so that's my cuz. Nigga, just because we blood don't mean a nigga can't get touched. We bout our money, so that ain't a problem. Niggas know what's up. Just keep my name out your mouth. You never know who know me. Duh. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. Best believe it's up. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. Look, best believe it's stuck. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. Nigga, best believe it's stuck. They counted me out, now I'm counting it up. Nigga, best believe it's up.
All right, we're back from a new song from
Mikey B, Flat Out.
Mikey
I like
B,
that.
Flat Out,
That was
Flat
nice.
Out.
Me out.
Make sure you shout us Instagram out.
It's Mikey B on Instagram. The song is Counter Me Out. New single.
New single. Is it on Apple Music,
It's on
Spotify?
Apple Music. It's on Pandora. It's on
All digital platforms.
Yeah, digital platforms.
All right.
That was
Okay.
nice. Where's he from?
He's from DMV.
Okay.
Born in DC.
All right.
Born and raised.
Represent DMV.
Hey.
We love it. Okay. So we're going to get this going again. We ended on a good note, talking about the strip clubs, and I guess, a lot of different views on how people feel about men and not spending money in the strip club. But we're going to move on from the strip club and all that talk, and this is something different. This is probably like one of the most different topics that I think we probably had so far. And before I introduce the topic, we're going to actually have a quick little video we're going to play.
Oh,
and then from there, don't you like the video surprises? Y'all like the video surprises?
Trouble.
We got a video
trouble.
surprise. Trump, let's run this video surprise real quick.
Not that bad. Because we get hot.
Hand on a student.
Because I said move and you didn't. Out the door. If I touch you, it's going to be a problem. Oh, and if you do, it will be. All right, get off. So I suggest you try. Try it. Try it. I ain't the one. Get out. Get out. Y'all better tell y'all friends. I'm not going
Okay. So I don't know if anybody realized what was going on, but it was a teacher and a student that was in the classroom. It looked like the student was maybe threatening the teacher, or about to put hands on the teacher, and it looked like the teacher yoked the student up. So this topic is called teachers versus students. And at the end of the day, my question to everybody, first off, is what would you have done in a situation like that? If you were school teacher, substitute school teacher, gym teacher, in the school dealing with these kids, and a child like that, looks like that was probably high school, looks like, approached you on some threatening manner like that, I mean, would you revert to maybe putting your hands on that student? Would you revert to finding another way to handle it? But, my question, just from seeing that video, seeing how the altercation was happening, what would you do?
Personally, I think that's not her child, first off, and you shouldn't be raising your voice in his face and stuff like that, which makes the kid think that, that he's, he could talk back to you because he don't know you and you're not his mother, you're not his father, but you do have to have respect. So if I was a teacher in that predicament or whatever the case may be, I would put him out because I'm not about to waste my breath on nobody's child. Like, if you want to learn today, or you want to get out of my class.
Right, but did you notice that he wasn't trying to leave the classroom though?
Okay, he could just stand there and look stupid. That's what I would say.
Right.
And we would just continue with my class because I don't have time.
I don't know.
To
I
be
think
going back and
that's
forth with my
easier.
children.
I think that's easier said than done. It depends on what era the teacher's from. Because back in my day, the teachers used to take the ruler and
But
beat
that's
your.
not their area. Now
Yeah.
they need to be.
Yeah, but I get
ignored.
it. But okay,
They want
but wait,
attention,
but wait.
and I can't give them
I
that.
understand that. But what you're saying is you're wanting a teacher to have this type of respect. But how can she get it? Like, she shouldn't put her hands on a child. Don't get me
No,
wrong.
she shouldn't be in his face.
Yeah, or in the face or whatever. But at the same time, we don't know how it started. We don't know. We only saw part of the video. So it's basically where the morals and values stand at. I think as a teacher, I probably would have grabbed him up. I wouldn't have hurt him or anything, but I would have had that relationship probably with his parents as well, to be honest with you.
I think these kids are dangerous nowadays.
And that's
I don't
true.
have time. So
And
you
that's
just
true.
sit
And yeah, because she's
until the
dealing with high
security come
school
and get you.
kids. So
They
high
have
school, that's
security.
different.
They have
Security, yeah, I'm security.
Mhm.
There's a
Okay.
big
You
little
have
button
security.
on the wall.
Yeah.
Kids don't
Security.
have any respect anymore, so
No, they
it's
don't.
like it's either get hit or the teacher hit first, and so.
So you think I'm about to
And
get
she's a female teacher, so
told by
yeah.
somebody's kid. No, you just waste
In the
security
moment,
I feel like really looking into the situation. First of all, one, as a teacher, you with these kids just as much as these parents is.
Exactly.
Secondly, no, none of us know what type of relationship him and that teacher and that boy
And
got.
that's what
So they probably comfortable enough to where she like get out my class.
she mow the
I ain't got time
parents.
for that today turns because I had teachers like that. Like, yeah, I might be on my leave me alone because I don't feel like she was putting her hand on. She just was trying to block him from. So I feel like people take stuff like that because somebody posted on the internet or trying to make it a negative thing. So the first thing you look at it is as a negative thing when you really don't know what type of situation that is. That can be 100 different ways,
Right. Anybody else have anything?
But shit, I feel like the dude ain't really look too threatening, but shit, honestly, I don't know. Because as a teacher, you put in a weird position, whether you put your foot down or you let these kids run over you. So
Right.
I don't know. Shit. That's kind of a sticky situation.
in the heat of the moment, I think maybe so. And like going back to what you said, depending on the relationship I had with the kid, the parent, he probably needed to be yoked up, or maybe not. Maybe that was the L she had to take. But you can't. But at the same time, it depends on. You got to read the room, and we don't know what the room looks like.
Job, and then you
really
have to look
should
out
do
for
it.
yourself too, because then they can press charges. Oh, teacher tried to hit
She
you.
wanted to take that L.
That's if
so-
you're willing to take the L.
And that's
Baby,
the type
you just
of
sit in the back of the
passion as a
class, or you can just stand right there until security comes.
Some teachers is
Go
passionate.
ahead.
They really want a kid to be
Exactly.
great.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt. I will talk to you because some kids need that. They need guidance.
So I feel like
Like
that's
they
what
don't get
I'm
enough
gonna tell you go
attention.
sit in the back. I'm just letting you destroy yourself, and that's not a teacher.
Now,
No, but the
go ahead.
securities, I wouldn't be all up in his face. Like, it's a respect thing too.
But let me ask you a question.
Even if he's a teenager.
Are kids out of control now in these schools?
Yes, they
though?
are.
I mean,
Very
right
much
now,
so.
what you're saying high school, we're saying that's the age when these kids are killing kids, right?
Mhm.
They're the age when
13,
they're bringing guns to
14,
school,
whatever.
right? And there's been instances when teachers have been beat up by kids and robbed and hurt. So my question is that, well, these kids, there's so much out of control, and like you don't really know, like we don't know that particular situation, but if the child actually put their hands on you, see, we're talking about right now just verbal. Right now, I don't know if that child, grabbed or because I've seen
They
kids
do.
try to body
That's what I
slam
said.
teachers.
They do.
So my
Trying
whole
to
thing
fight
is,
teachers.
what do you do at that point if the child becomes aggressive to you? You think that child may put their hands on you? That child may have a knife on.
That's what
That
I'm
child
telling
may have a
you.
weapon on.
Do you want to put yourself in that position?
So what do you do? Do you automatically say, okay, I'm just going to sit there,
Yeah, I will.
wait
Like
for
you
security
said,
to come? Or by
You
that-
read the
don't ignore
room.
them, but wait till security. That's their job. And I'm going
But every
over my
school,
limit.
security doesn't have like 20 security. I mean, we've been in schools where it could take a while for
feel like
security
some
to
of
get from
them
one
do.
end.
I feel
Yeah,
like
some of them
us
do.
as
The
men-
bad schools definitely
go to
do.
right.
I feel like us as men, we probably look at it different. Because if a little nigga try to play with us, we gon' we got a certain type of pride. We got a certain type. But as a woman, right? If it's a man, but as a woman, they think.
But it could
about
be a
safety.
girl and a girl. It could be a girl and a woman. It doesn't have to be like. Cause sometimes I've seen the girls do
Trying
crazier
to
things.
fight,
Sometimes,
yeah.
you know
But
what I
as a
mean?
woman, though, let me tell you, and especially as an older woman, older people, when they get scared, they fight. Yeah, they fight or flight, you know. And in that situation, feeling that situation, she probably was like, oh, hell no, because he probably was about to hit her. You know what I'm saying? And she probably was demanding that respect. And yeah, she probably shouldn't have choked him up. And it probably did look bad on camera. But again, you had to be there. We only saw a part of it.
And he just looked like a class clown. And
Exactly.
I've had teachers that really have bonds with the class clown. Like, you just
And
not
save
coming
their
in here today,
lives.
like, I ain't having this today, turn. Like, for real. And it don't look, he don't even look like he was mad. He just like, low, like if he was talking to his mother, like,
right.
Now, but you know your mom will be yelling to you, but you never gonna tell you.
The teacher didn't look that old either. The teacher looked like
and
she
they
wasn't
grown,
that
like
old.
that's a
right.
grown.
And most young teachers like that are kind of
they're
playful,
different. They are
and that's
different.
why the students act like how they act.
Playful.
They are.
Yeah, but they try to.
They are
I've
different.
seen them.
They're different.
Get on
Younger
their
teachers
level.
are different.
Yeah, because they're young.
Kids level.
And they want to be the
They
teacher.
try to be friends a little
Yeah,
bit with them
that's what
too.
you can't do.
You see them posting Instagram with the kids and stuff like that, and videos on TikTok and stuff like that. So I do understand what you mean by that.
You're trying to get on that level. Yeah.
But you know,
Gotta be
a
some
lot of times
respect.
we don't also understand that these teachers are human beings. Also, they have things they're going through in their personal life. It's not like they're getting paid millions of dollars to deal with this, and sometimes they do break down. I mean, you've seen it all the time. You know what I mean? So I think it's a lot of stuff they go through that we don't realize.
They go
you
through
know?
more shit
do.
than parents.
And they
A lot
don't
of
get
stuff.
paid good enough.
They
At
don't
all.
get paid.
Because they're the parents away from home. You know,
and,
they're
and no one really has their back like that. You know, if they do anything to a child, it's a wrap. You know, you say the wrong thing, so they have to really. They finally feel like you're handcuffed behind your back sometimes.
Why do you think that happened though? Because back in the day, like 80s, 90s babies, you was getting yoked up and I'm about to call your parent, and you know, like they were the mothers and you
Everyone's so
respect them.
sensitive
Times have
nowadays.
changed. Laws have changed.
The laws.
So sensitive.
The law.
It's the law straight up.
It's the laws.
Everyone is so you can't even whoop your kids with a bell.
Yeah, you get
Without it being
You
child
can
abuse.
get locked up.
Yeah.
Like what?
yeah, with all types of shit.
What is this?
I have a question. I actually want to know what the audience members, any audience members have anything to say about this.
Does anyone have anything to say out there? If you
Yeah,
do,
I would love to hear from the audience. Give the mic one sec.
Go ahead. Hold on. Get the mic, sir.
'Cause I would
You don't
love
gotta
to
be
hear
on
what the
camera, but
audience
you
have
can
to say.
definitely,
Definitely. Because this is a very interesting topic.
Honestly, as a parent, if my child is acting up in your class and you're the adult, I expect you to act like an adult. She looked like a child in that video. She was jumping and hollering
she act
and
like
doing.
a
She was
kid.
doing too much. Like y'all said earlier, call security. Her job is to teach. Her job is not to be a bouncer in the classroom. So that's my only take on that. If you're an adult in the room, be the adult. Don't join in with the exactly.
stoop to
You know
that
what I
level.
mean? I mean, we can all be like we were all children at one point in time, right? And if you know right from wrong, you know that if an adult tells you to do something, you're supposed to listen. So that's pretty much all I got to say.
Can I question that before I forget? So question we got. My question is: so as a teacher, is it only their job to teach them the books? Like they don't have
No,
to
they
teach
can
them
teach
life
other stuff.
responsibility.
Or discipline.
Like they just it's their only job is book. Like you come in here, open your book, and that's all it is as a teacher. I feel like as a
No, you
teacher,
Talking
more
to the
than
mic.
teach
No,
Nah.
talk.
Oh, my bad.
We can't hear the
Oh, they
question.
can't. Oh, now. Oh, yeah, they can't. So I was just saying though, as a teacher, do you feel like a teacher's job is to just teach them the fundamental books? Like they shouldn't be trying to coach them on life and all of that. Because me, I feel like a teacher all around is your personal life and your school life. I feel like it's you with these people so much.
It's
you know, and this
passion.
is really their job. Like they went to school to do these type of things. Like your parents can't do everything for you because they're not with you 24/7. Like your friends influence you more than your parents do, and I feel like school is one of them places where that's where you get most of your knowledge from,
Correct.
and not from your parents. I feel like your parents do the basics, but the outside world is really what makes you.
Exactly.
What grows
Teachers
you.
mold you.
It takes
Teachers
a
mold you.
village. It takes a
I
village.
see your point. I definitely see your point. But at the end of the day, her job is to just be a teacher. It's
Because
not-
look,
Yeah.
her job is
okay,
not to
but
be the
look-
parent.
Not her
This-
obligation for real, but she can if she want.
Correct, but this
She
is
can.
the thing is, okay, if see, my son would never do anything like that. He knows if I get a phone call, it's a problem. But anyways, like I was saying, it takes a village to raise a child. So now, if the discipline isn't happening at home, and if you don't want it to happen at school, so now once this child does something out in the world, then that's when the law and the police discipline your child, and that's worse than a teacher that cares about your child disciplining them. So
The foundation starts at home.
Yeah, so it goes
But the house is built outside of home.
Facts.
The foundation.
And homie has a point too, because it does take a village at the end of the day. I can't just say that I got all of my
It takes a-
life lessons from just my mom.
Exactly.
You know, I also learn from other people's parents.
It takes a village to
and
build that
teachers as
home.
well. But at the end of the day, though, you got to have some common sense and some home training.
Mm-hmm.
The little boy look like he might be lacking some home training, but she looks crazy too.
Yeah,
She looks crazy too. All of that jump. I never had a teacher do all of that.
For real, you never have?
Yeah, I have.
I have though, and
I
she
have.
never struck him. She never really did
It's an
nothing.
age
if
thing.
you come
It's
from,
an age thing.
It is.
It's
Where are they at, Vedo? Are they in DC?
what I'm saying by age is like depending on how old you are at the table, it's different. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, I never had no teacher do that to me. I ain't never had a teacher approach me like that. I ain't never. You know what I'm saying?
What are you, 21?
Look. I'm not gonna make it seem like I was the baddest kid, but I never seen no kid approach like that. Not like that.
Right, I grew up in DC. I grew up in the
As I
hood,
got
so
older, I started seeing more of that stuff happening. You know, I started seeing. I think because they didn't hire.
Really?
When I was young, there wasn't that many young teachers like that.
Oh yeah, those young ones, the young ones.
So you're saying they were more respected? Okay.
Old teachers. Young teachers were like 65 years old.
So you're saying they were more respected? Yeah.
They were old. They weren't gonna be yanking nobody up like
Yeah,
that.
they know how to conduct
They weren't
themselves.
yanking nobody
Uh,
up. Damn, you got substitute teachers 22 years old.
I got it.
That's why watching that video looks so crazy.
How
to me.
mature are you at 22 years old?
I have to not agree with this because teachers.
Hold on. We gotta make sure. Look, we gotta
get back to the
stop talking all at one time and let's bring it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think we like always is talking. So let's just one at a time. Who was about to say?
As I was saying, I have to disagree for me with that because growing up, I grew up with the older teachers. I grew up in D.C., you know, the inner city of D.C., and they was going to yoke your butt up. If you was doing something, they was going to yoke you up and take you to the principal, tell you take your ASS to the principal.
Yoke up and take your butt to the principal is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about stuff we're seeing now on internet.
Getting on their level, you're saying.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking about, all right, come to the principal's office. No, I'm talking about,
You talking about-
knock you out right now.
You talking about getting on their level.
They were not doing that.
No, they weren't. They
What,
have no respect for them.
smack on your hand? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about to the point where it's about to be the police about to be called. Someone's about to get hurt. That's what we're seeing.
Yeah, with the drama.
Back when,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not saying my view is everybody's view, but I wasn't seeing it was more disciplinary. Go stand over there. Go do something like that. It wasn't more physical.
Or just
Now-
de-escalate.
Go sit in the hallway.
De-escalate the
Used to have the
situation.
phones in the classroom.
De-escalating.
I think we have.
Yeah, I got the
Huh?
call home.
Talking something.
Do you think a kid would go sit in the corner right now?
No, I already know
Right,
that.
exactly.
The times have changed. And that's why the teacher. But not only that, it's still you're still hiring young teachers. Think about
Okay,
someone.
so how do the
one
teachers
second.
adapt to that?
Just think of, well, first of all, you can't hire teachers straight out of college to deal with these type of kids.
I kind of agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Prepare yourself for that.
I agree.
And I'm not saying every single person, but let's take the numbers. Who at 22 years old think they were that mature?
I definitely agree
to
with
even
that.
deal with this type of stuff. You can't even deal with a relationship.
I
You can't
agree
even
with
deal
that.
with
Some
this and
can
not
because
turn-
some raise their-
yes, I'm
their
not going to say
siblings.
everybody. We're talking
Stuff
about
like
the
that.
masses right now.
No, but I agree
In
with
the
that.
school system, how many teachers are in the school system?
But what school system are we talking about? 'Cause that's
No.
probably why they act
I
like
definitely agree with what he's saying because
I'm saying in general. It could
I don't
be
think a
black or white
22-year-old
school system. Young is young. Yeah, you might have one
I don't
person
really
that's
see that
more
in Howard
mature.
County like that.
You,
No
you
kids
don't-
getting
you might
yumped
not,
up.
but you do. You go online.
They just
It's
bring
not-
guns I do.
It's not just black schools.
No, they bring guns.
Yeah,
I
no,
never
I ain't
seen.
talking about guns. I've seen all types of race of teachers get into stuff like I'm not just talking about just minorities. I've seen other schools like that. I mean, like you said, those schools that have the major shootings aren't minority schools most of the time.
Suburban.
So it's not even that. I just think of the day. I'm talking about the mind, the brain. As a 21
You just don't think like a young.
I don't think
person
most 21-year-olds
teaching our
have
children.
been raised.
I agree.
Have gone through enough to
Have
deal
the
with mental
mentality,
state of a kid or a teenager.
and to be able to handle that pressure.
Sometimes you're 5 years older than me.
I actually agree with that 100%.
Teachers 5 years older than you.
And they
I don't
married
say too
them.
many 20.
Do you think it should be level?
That's how it was for me in
No,
high
I
school.
know teachers that are 23. They could be substitutes. They could be you don't have to be like a science teacher.
No, you don't.
Do you think there
Give me
should be
art
an age
teacher.
group? Do you think there should be an
Art teachers
age?
be like 22 years old. 23
English
years
teacher.
old.
Do you think there should be an age? Do you think there should be an age and like elementary school 25?
Yes, the issue is they can't hire teachers because they're not paying enough money
Right.
to get people in the job force. It's like police officers. You're hiring police officers at 19, 21 years old.
I
How do you
agree.
make a decision on if I should
With the
kill
mentality,
you or not kill you
I
at
agree.
that age?
I agree.
You're not even controlling your anger right now.
I think it's an audience member that has a question as well.
Man, they worried about
Me too.
money.
We are too young.
It's all about money right now. They don't want to kick out money for the teachers right now. If they're willing to pay teachers $100,000 a year, I guarantee you have some real
Get
good
that
teachers in
teacher.
there.
This is
But
true.
You're not going to do that.
I agree.
You're not going to do that. It's about money. It's not about you can't get them. It's about
And
you
they
don't wanna
deserve
pay
it.
for them.
Yeah.
You think teachers want to deal with that $25,000, $30,000 a year? No.
They're just as stressed. Yeah,
No,
they're
you
just
hiring
as
people
stressed.
that's uneducated, just graduated from
just
the
went to
bare
school just to
minimum.
say they finished
You know what I'm
to
saying?
be a
You right
teacher.
now, you can be a substitute teacher and have no degree.
Right.
Let's
You can
see.
be, as long as you have no criminal background,
be a teacher.
you can go.
That's scary.
fill in at a school and
That's
be a
scary.
substitute teacher.
That's scary.
In Howard County, you can do that.
Yeah,
And that's
you
that's
can.
why there's
And
so
in Montgomery
many.
County, you can do that.
Pedophiles and craziness going on.
Never got caught and to say, you know what, I'm gonna be a substitute teacher and deal with your child right now.
That's scary.
Scary.
That's
They
really
don't wanna pay
scary.
no money for full-time teachers.
Most they don't really do nothing when they substitute.
But it doesn't make a difference with your child.
They don't have the
You're not
mental right.
talking
It's
about that.
unsafe. It's
That means
unsafe.
you have somebody that's not qualified to be around
Mentally.
kids. You remember this could be kindergarten. This
What-
could be
what does our-
elementary school? This could be high school.
Our audience member actually. Can we get out? Yeah, he's been waiting to
All right.
chime in.
No, the conversation is a very good conversation. So, I used to be a behavioral counselor in Baltimore
That's
City
good.
Public
That's good.
Schools.
Okay.
Baltimore.
That's
Baltimore
good.
City Public
Right.
Schools. So, teachers have to have some type of disciplinary, type of, act, or you have to have it in a situation where you communicate with the parent, and the parent's like, yeah, if he act up in class, you know what to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's a lot of young parents out here too. Like it's kids having kids.
They're
you know
like,
what I mean?
"Don't
Like
touch
so
my kids."
they don't get that same, effort of trying to raise them at home, so they get it from their teacher. Now that's not in Kansas or Illinois because those predominantly white schools. They don't have that type of situation. That's why you see a lot of school shootings in those places because they don't have that relationship with the child. Because this is my parent. You're not gonna tell my parent. You're not gonna tell my child what to do. You only supposed to teach them the books, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if your child bring a gun to school, they can't do nothing about it because they're already shooting them. So
Right.
I just think in black schools, teachers can have that relationship with them because don't no black
Read
kid
the
want their
room.
parent coming to the school
Hello?
because they
No,
was
they don't.
acting up.
Hello.
Either they can call the teacher and be like, "What you want me to do?"
Yeah.
I'm telling you because my mother used to do this, and I used to go to DC public school. So these relationships are
Very
nurtured
important.
year after year
I
after
used to
year.
call my teacher
Exactly.
sometimes
Good
before I
point.
even call my parent.
I mean, my mom was a
Like,
school
Good
teacher
point.
for 40, about 35 years. My mom was a DC school public at Fort Lincoln Elementary School. She did from 2nd grade up to 6th grade. And I'm going to tell you, she raised them kids.
Yeah, that's
she
what-
bought them clothes. She bought them food. The kids come to
Exactly.
school with no food,
Yeah.
same clothes in the back. I'm talking about, you give them milk, they were going crazy for me. It was sad to see how bad it is. I'm talking about these kids were going crazy for just milk. You know what I mean? This is like she and to the point where she raised them that 10 years from there they used to come back to the school and thank her so
Thank her.
much.
Exactly.
And she was a disciplinary. She didn't play, but she loved them. And a lot of times she gave them structure that their parents weren't giving them.
Exactly.
So they, even though they try to rebel,
She was building
they
the
loved
house.
it. You know what I'm saying? So
They
she
love
used to punish
discipline.
them. But
Kids
they liked
love
it somehow. Like they loved her no matter what.
It was
She still
respect.
showed them love. She disciplined, but then she showed them love.
Right.
She used to always have a liking to the bad ones.
Right.
The bad ones. She always used to be special to the bad. She
You ever
had
seen
a
Four
liking
Brothers?
To the bad ones. It was 2 twin brothers that were
Now I'm
bad.
saying Four
And they
Brothers the
loved
movie.
her. And they loved
I
her.
get what you're saying, but it was 2 twin brothers bad as
And
hell.
loved and respect
One
her, I'm
goes to
sure.
school, she vouched for them, got them right, and they went to college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like
100%. I agree with what you're saying, but most teachers, my mom was also in a different era. She
Yeah.
wasn't 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's a different era
That's-
where she could take on that. She raised 2 kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she knew how to deal with that.
Kids, yeah.
And she was special. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that like that.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get that most times from a 21, 22,
No,
23.
You're not. You're not.
Definitely not.
You're not. And I
Definitely
actually
not.
do agree with that. But you
Like
did go
you
off the
said.
subject with that. But
Yeah,
I
that
needed
was
to hear
good.
that. That was.
Right. Because he was, I just wanted
That's
to
what
No.
we
build
need.
that relationship.
But it's
I agree
important.
with
But
that.
that's why it's
a major
important to
fact.
go off the subject sometimes because that's important to know. It is. I agree with you. A 22-year-old does not have
Yeah,
the
they don't.
mentality to deal with any child right now. A group. I just don't agree.
But then again,
So,
you said the way
and that's with
it used to be
respect.
when we were growing up, which is a big difference from now because the kids have more internet, more social media. You know, like more social media. They think they're grown. They think they're grown.
It was a crack epidemic. You know what I mean? In
80s.
DC, the 80s was bad.
The 80s.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
know what I'm
80s
saying?
I
So
grew
we're
up
talking
in.
about they were shooting outside.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
we
it was
still
bad.
didn't act like that.
It wasn't. But you understand? I think during that time it was just terrible though. Honestly, I don't know if we're back to the crack epidemic right now.
It is
I
more
don't-
computer.
Drug-wise,
though.
No,
nah.
computers and all. I'm talking about just the violence back then.
Yeah.
DC
It was definitely very bad.
Capital murder city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
Doing that.
Murder City
I
Capital.
used to walk to school every week. It would be
It was bad.
some
back then.
and going
It was
on, and we had to run
bad.
into the
Yeah,
gas
and I grew up in
station.
Southeast DC.
I'm
in
from
the
the city.
80s,
I'm
so
trying to
trust
figure
me, I
out
understand.
when did the gun violence stop? That's what I'm trying to figure
The
out.
kids nowadays, they don't know what it's like. They don't know what it's like, so they
passed
don't know
that
what we've been
5-year
through. That's why they
minimum
act like that.
law, it slowed down
They're
for a
spoiled.
little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because people weren't trying to catch that 5 years no more. You know what I'm saying? That slowed it down for a little bit. But after that, Reagan and all them.
So you're
you know,
saying the laws did change everything?
Upgrade is
like
too
you were
much
saying.
technology. They can
Too much
find you too
technology
easy
for
now.
them.
That's why
Yeah,
back
they
in
too
the
damn
day.
grown.
Technology's
That's what
raising
that
them,
is.
and the young parents are allowing it. So
Yeah, and they too grown. And then you know what the problem is with kids? They feel like if their parents, okay, say they did something, right? And they tell their mother, don't. I see it right now with my own family. My little cousin will talk back to the grandmother. Then
No.
the mother be like, well, what did you say to her? Blah, blah. I'm like,
Right. You're sitting here arguing with a
she
child.
should, that's your mother, right?
Right.
So she should have respect for your mother.
Exactly.
First of all, because she's a child. And it's, you know, the problem is they always have something to say back. That's the problem with these kids
I'm
nowadays.
smart mouth. My mom just smacked me when I said something back. I didn't play that. I was like, I was talking smart.
They don't know when to be quiet. If I tell you to do something, don't say nothing back.
That's how my mom
That's the
said.
problem with kids
Don't,
nowadays.
Don't say nothing. But all right, so we're gonna this is episode 4, part 1. We're gonna get ready to end this one and get ready for the second chapter,
Part 2.
part 2 of episode 4. But again, I thank you again for everybody tuning in to the Truth Is Real podcast. This is your host Vedo, and again, we didn't even do an introduction before, so we're gonna do a quick introduction again before we let this one go. Go ahead.
Hey guys, it's Kim. Follow me on Instagram at Kim Bonet.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lady T. You can follow me at PrettyGirlRock1111.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Henny. You can follow me at Henny_foreign.
Do 2.0. Follow me at Do 2.0.
Shit, I'm John. You follow me at just John __. These niggas trying to make ski masks stick though. Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Angel Bodyface. You can follow me on Instagram on Angel Bodyface to you.
All right, so this is again Vedo, Truth Is Real podcast on Rip Radio, and we'll see you next week. Well, actually, we're gonna still be able to see you guys next week. Thank you.